The call connected, and the image of my wife filled the screen. She was in the hotel room. White sheets behind her. A lamp lit too low for the time of day. Our daughter sat on her lap, smiling, waving both hands at me as if she could climb through the glass. "Daddy," she chirped. I forced a smile. "Hey, sweetheart." Her eyes flicked past the camera, then froze. The smile faltered. "What's wrong?" I asked. Her voice dropped to a whisper, not playful, not 5 years old anymore. "Behind Mummy." The words landed like broken glass. Before I could form a thought, my wife turned her head. Her expression dissolved into something I hadn't seen in years. Pure, unfiltered terror. Then the scream. Raw, piercing, not staged, not playful. The call ended. The black screen stared back at me. And in that silence, I realized something. Fear doesn't always come from strangers in the dark. Sometimes it wears the face of someone you love. I called back. No answer. Messages. Nothing. Hours later, her text appeared. "Bad connection. I'm fine. She's fine. Go back to work." Too clean. Too rehearsed. My wife didn't write like that. I stared at the words until they blurred. Behind Mummy. That phrase drilled into me. My daughter hadn't lied. Children don't know how. She saw something. Someone. That scream wasn't from bad Wi-Fi. The silence between us grew thicker with every day that followed. My wife acted unchanged. Calls, photos, casual updates, but I watched more closely. Every frame of every video, every word she typed. I caught details. The reflection in the mirror that wasn't hers. The pause before answering a simple question. The way she spoke too quickly, like she'd rehearsed every line. I knew the truth before I admitted it. But denial is a warm coffin. You lie in it long enough, you start calling it home. Until you smell the rot. I began with her phone records. Work trips that didn't align with her calendar. Late-night calls to numbers saved under harmless names. I played along. I smiled through video calls. I told her I missed her. I tucked our daughter into bed and let her believe nothing was wrong. Meanwhile, I tracked the pieces. Hotel receipts, duplicate reservations, her credit card charges for dinners for 2, not 1. And the pictures. Not the ones she sent me. Those were careful, curated. But the background told me everything. 2 glasses on a table, a man's coat hanging behind her chair, shadows where there shouldn't be any. Every discovery was a slow incision, deeper, cleaner. Not rage, just precision. The final step was quiet. A DNA test. My daughter's hair against mine. I waited. Every second stretched like barbed wire through my chest. But I didn't let it show. Not to her, not to anyone. The results came in a plain envelope. Clinical. Indifferent. I opened it at the kitchen table while my daughter napped upstairs. Probability of paternity, 0%. The world didn't end. It just shifted. Like a lens snapping into focus. I didn't cry. I didn't rage. I folded the paper once, slid it into my jacket pocket, and waited for her return. When she walked through the door days later, smiling as if the world was intact, I kissed her cheek. Held her a beat too long. Then I placed the envelope on the table between us. "What's this?" she asked, her voice too casual. "You already know." She opened it. I watched her face fracture. Not instantly, slowly. Cracks forming, widening, until the pieces no longer fit. "No, no," her voice broke. Tears welled. Excuses crawled up her throat. I stayed silent. Still. Silence is the sharpest blade. She reached for me. "Please, let me explain." I pulled back. Not violently, just, finally. "You don't need to." Her tears spilled faster. She begged, choked on promises, tried to paint over the rot with words that meant nothing. I stood. walked to the door. Her panic rose. "You can't just walk away. She's still—" I turned. Calm. "She's mine. Because I chose her, not because of you." The sentence cut deeper than any scream. I saw it in her eyes, the collapse, the sudden recognition that her power was gone. I didn't need to shout. I didn't need revenge beyond this. The truth itself was the execution. I left the house that night with only a bag and the folded envelope. The air outside was cold, clean. I thought about my daughter, her laugh, the way she ran to me with open arms. None of that was false. None of that could be taken. Blood ties don't define love. Lies don't erase it. But trust? Once it's gutted, it never returns. I didn't look back. Not once. The past had already burned, and I had no interest in sifting through ashes. She thought the scream was the beginning, but it was her ending.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.